All right, we're going to stay there in that region, and we cross over to our senior reporter who is, of course, stationed there where the devastation is after those earthquakes. The death toll in those earthquakes in Turkiye and Syria rising to over 24,000. Thousands more have been injured from the quake zone in southern Turkey. Let's then cross over then to Chriselda, who's with our video journalist Manqoba Nkosi there in Turkey. Well, good day to you, Chriselda. I mean, we've certainly been watching very closely as you've been reporting on really the devastation that's currently taking place in Turkey. Paint us yet again a picture of, what's happening at this moment and what the situation is currently like. I know that, for the most part, we've sort of moved from the point of rescuing to that of recovering bodies. Is that still happening? Are bodies still being taken out from that rubble and that devastation that we're seeing, obviously, where the quake struck?
Well, these are live pictures from one of the disaster zones here in Turkey. We continue to circle various areas that have worst hit areas as a result of the devastating earthquake of the past couple of days. You will see here we're standing telling me that.
All right, we do apologize. So we're having problems with our feed there coming from Turkey, but we'll certainly cross back to Chriselda Lewis as soon as we're able to. Let's, in fact, try yet again to get Chriselda. Chriselda, apologies to you. We seem to have having problems there with our feed to you. But, you're talking about giving us some live visuals there of what's currently happening in Turkey at the moment. And certainly we've been hearing from aid organizations that, we should continue to assist the people of Turkiye and Syria as, of course, they deal with this current devastation that is taking place at the moment. We've also been hearing from the embassy has been requesting some help. South African organizations heeding the call to assist the people of Turkiye and Syria. Let's go back to you then, Chriselda Lewis, for us on the scene.
Several floors. We're talking about buildings that look like this one. Buildings where you have right here 5-story buildings, 12-story buildings. This is what you see behind me as rescue workers continue to work around the clock. I am told here rescue workers have indicated that there still may be some signs of life. That's why they continue to dig towards there. You would see there are people who are also standing there. Those are family members who are trying to assist rescue workers. As dangerous as it may be, they are prepared to stand there, despite the fact that this structure, which is right behind them, does not look stable at all and could collapse at any moment. And this is what the scene has been. This is what the scene looks like throughout the city of Hatay, which is east of Turkey. There are many others like this who continue to move around different areas. We've circled several areas around the city earlier on today, just before we got to this point, and the same sentiment is being shared. It is also one of the cities where over 10 hospitals have collapsed, and I understand there are also areas where, in fact, if I could also share this with you, there have been multiple incidents overnight. You would know that the gift of the givers, together with the South African media who are here, we've managed to take, some warmth, or where we are residing is at the Hatay Stadium, and the Hatay Stadium is where the aid organization, humanitarian organizations are facilitating where these rescue teams should be from to the areas that are most affected. So we are also taking up tents there, sleeping on the floor for the past 4 days. And just last night, my colleague Manqoba Nkosi and myself, together with the other South African media, had felt 2 tremors just as we were sleeping. I must tell you, it was quite a very scary. There might be a bit of, disruptions that might take place, because where we are also, the stadium itself continues to stand, but we're not sure for how long, because you can see the cracks on that stadium. Move to. You see, where I'm standing at this point is what we would call the red zone. In the red zone is where I cannot go. It is not safe. I do not have. Of the ladies who is from Turkey, traveled from the United States of America after she'd heard about the tragedy. When she arrived, she told me.
All right, we do apologize for that connection problem that we're having there at Turkey, but you do get the gist of what's going on there, and certainly we have been reporting that through our senior reporter there, Chriselda Lewis.